My name is Futuristic Bus, and today I'm. I should start by saying, happy summer, all that. You know, chances are most, if not all of you, are off for summer break by now, and I'm really quite excited because it just gives me a bunch of free time. I can play games, work on recording, streaming, and obviously, well, yeah, I also have a job. But anyway, as you can tell by the title, I got my first Tier 5 thing ever, and it's this sword. I'm not gonna try and pronounce the boss's name, but it comes from fuck, I can't remember. It comes from the Blaze Escalations, and well, yeah, it has, just like every other Tier 5 weapon, it has a legendary ability. If your IQ is on par with my sword level currently, you can probably tell that I have actually used it a bit. I've killed a single behemoth with it. I've yet to power forge it, or power surge it. But real quick, I want to try out my legendary ability. Oh, oh my god, that does so much. Wait, what's the heavy? That does so much damage. Oh my god. Wait, so are there like combos with it? I don't think. Oh my god, that does so much damage. The sword is also like ridiculously strong. This is like on just slightly less than the amount of damage I was doing with a power surged. I had a power surged Pangar sword. Let me see. Yeah, Pangar's Call. I had a power surge this, and obviously this is stronger, but not for long. Plus, obviously, of course, this also has like the prism cells and the bond, which lets you select the prismatic cell slots, let you use any cell of any kind. So yeah, and then obviously you have your special and your mod, and then you also have a bond slot, which lets you select the special ability of any of the same kind of weapon with the same element. So I had to choose between the Ember Sword or the Hellion Sword, but I got that. And so yeah. But I've been kind of working on this. I started playing Escalations like somewhat full scale yesterday, so I've been somewhat full tilt on this game. And it took me probably 15 or 16 escalation runs to get all the resources to make this, but well damn worth it. Holy shit. So damn worth it, actually. Okay, making the armor out of this is going to be a nightmare, but I'll look into that as well. Hey dudes. Here we go. Plus 20 power. What are these guys doing? I'm just gonna chill with these guys. I kind of actually missed this. Running around in the low-level areas with a fairly weak, well, not weak weapon, but like as a low-level, with a low-level character, just in a low-level area, just kind of chilling with players. Not dedicated towards farming anything. Just kind of here to kill some time and some behemoths. Okay. And apparently not knowing how to dodge anything. does that wait, so how much does, like... Oh my god. And then, of course, obviously, there's the... So, that's like the fists. That's like his, fists. That's so cool. Oh my god. I'm on. You have a different wait, you have a different stance with it? Hold on, let me see. Yeah, that's so cool. You can holster your fist. Not holster, sheath, I think the term is. Or sheath? Sheath, I believe is how you say it, actually. Okay, it's a miracle. I have all the, I have the correct amount of materials to reforge, or, not reforge, power surge my weapon. Let me just grab these in this chest. Preparing departure, all that, you know. Come on, I'm not in combat. There you go. Ah, damn it. I've got like a sore or a boil in my mouth, and that's annoying me. I know it's been a while since I've done anything my last time streaming, or my last time streaming was my first episode of Arc Genesis Part 2. I know that was a while ago, but like I said, I spent most of that week working towards getting some extra work turned in, and studying, because where we don't have finals this year, when we would have finals, it's a period where instead of that we're doing, why am I talking so, why am I struggling to find words? We were doing retests, and not retests, but using it as time to catch up and redo missed tests. The cauterizer power surged. Okay. So this does... Wait, so does power surging bring every weapon to the same amount of damage? Hold on. I thought this would do a lot more than it does. Wait, so... What would power surging, like, this do? Oh... So, like... How do I not have any of these? That's stupid. Wow. That's really dumb. So power surging will bring anything. So really, I probably just wasted that. Not really. I mean, it bumps your elemental damages up, which... Wait, so does that do plus 96 damage or plus 96%? Whatever. So, is there anything special about the, those top tier armors? Because being completely honest, his armor looks kind of stupid in my opinion. Makes you look like a cyborg gorilla, kind of. Wait, how does the rest of its armor look? I don't think I've really... Okay, that's kind of cool. What about the, gloves? Nope. Okay, that's cooler. Okay, that's also kind of cool. It's mostly the head that's a turn off for me.
Protect yourself.
By the way, yeah, my biggest driving thing with any armor is primarily the way it looks. Okay, so... I want to try and I'm gonna try and skip Sunderstone because Sunderstone is the first um, like upgraded fireplace you can get to, and I want to suffer as little elemental resistance as possible. So I'm just gonna bring my ass somewhere where I won't have to deal with any flame creatures, so I can just throw hands with anything. Literally throw hands, well, rocks, I guess. Because apparently the damage of this sword comes from not actually using the sword itself, but just punching things with rocks. I'm kind of confused as to how elements work in this game. Because I want to know, like, outside of the right element that you do extra damage to, or mitigated damage to. So where I have a fire sword, if I'm not attacking something that's fire or ice, will I just do regular default non-affected damage that scales solely just with my power, and that's it? That's the way I look at it. Which is why I usually like to wear Umbral or Radiant armor and bring an Umbral or Radiant weapon. Well, less about the weapon, but more the armor, because it's not strong. It's not strong against basically anything, because not a whole lot of places have something Radiant or Umbral. But in the same way, it's also not really weak to anything. It's just kind of a middle ground. Plus, I mean, come on, the Rift Stalkers stuff is like the coolest looking stuff in the game. Up until the Shroud of... Anything Umbral, anything dark is just dope. Let's see what we got over here. Kind of want to solo something here, but I know that's not going to happen. Got a Quill Shot. Probably my least favorite thing in this game. They're just so damn annoying. Mario time. Okay, let's just kind of... I feel like I'm attacking a lot faster. Have my light attacks always been this fast? No, yeah. Yep. So how much does like this do? That's pretty nice, actually. Wow. I also want to point out, a lot of people will say, like, we'll call someone a noob based off of once a behemoth dies, players keep attacking it for a good while. But that's not always just because, you know, the added overkill, or, you know, it's satisfying to kill something that pisses you off, or just because they don't know any better. Oftentimes, if it's something like a war pike or a sword, they keep attacking it, because with a sword, you can keep getting valences off of it, and with a pike, you can keep building up your ammo meter. And that just gives you a chance to be better prepared. And people like me who have, people like me who get their ass kicked by a stupid pig, or, here, people who run the Mending Blade Core on the sword, we heal with all of the, with every valence we get, and everyone... Is it called a valence or a Valor? I think it's valence, isn't it? Oh, it is Valor. Wow. But yeah. Every Valor we get gives you some health, and every one you spend, like if you pay attention to my health, if I just burn these off, you heal up. And, I mean, that's free health, and also it gives us access to some devastating combos into our next fight, like, immediately. So, you know, you build up some, just build up some strength, and of course, no one's really gonna pass that up. Okay, I gotta admit, I thought that this would have probably the least interesting special effect, the least interesting legendary, because, I mean, when you compare it to, like, the way the others are described, like, The Malkarions, or Malkarion, however you say it, all of the legendary weapon effects for that is like you teleport to a behemoth and just get right up on top of them, dealing a shit ton of damage. And I've seen some players using it, and it just looks so cool. And then like the I think the Thrax is the Umbral one. All of his stuff is like you teleport like high up into the sky and you slam down. Like you dash into the behemoth and then you teleport up and just deal a massive area of umbral damage. And then there's like I can't remember what the Terra one is. I've never even fought the Terra one. But it's like you create a big dome that revives everyone and starts to heal them. Revives everyone immediately and heals them up. And then the ice one actually I think the ice one sounds probably the lamest, where it's just you create a frost shield for I think it's 6 seconds. But no, I gotta say, I want to say it's more just the way it's worded, because it says you gain new attacks and you just enter a rage. At the same time, it would sound kind of dumb to just say, oh yeah, you pull out the monkey's rock fists, but certain aspects of this game are like Warframe for me, in the sense of, I think they're a turnoff for a lot of people just because of how poorly things can be worded. Like, my biggest issue with playing through Warframe is things you need to do, it just does not give you any information on. And if you're trying to do like quests or get something specific, you have to spend more time on the wiki than actually getting it. And that just gets annoying. Also, this is like a perfectly okay. Well, if you're just gonna ball up, then he's dead. Holster them. Yeah, and then they just kind of blow up. Well, I have that ready again. What's this glow around me? Oh, it's the buff. Okay, that's neat. Leveled up some more. I bought the Hunt Pass last night just because I love the Tier 1 emote. Plus, this armor actually looks pretty cool. I don't really bother skinning my stuff much. And I'm probably not really gonna. I mean, I'll skin 1 or 2 pieces. I'm never gonna buy. I bought the Void Mask, which I somewhat regret. I wanted to buy the, it was tied between the Void Mask, like that Void Watcher mask, or the, I think it's the Blaze Phoenix it's called. Because both of those look really cool. Yeah, that's just... wow. Okay. I guess it's not. I'm gonna get 1 more level, and then I'm gonna try to... then I'm gonna try and push to the next big ice area we can get, which I think is... Cold something keep. Or something like that. Up? No, not quite. Okay. Bow shot. So I think the quill shot is neutral. Which, so does that mean that he's an upgrade from the Nasher? That means that there's a lot of neutral shit in this game then, sorta. No, it's about the same as everything else, because there's the Nasher, the quill shot, and then the Shrike. May I please use mine? Seems like heavy attacks are going to be the way to go. Oh, whoops. Dang it. I'm also terrible with dodging in this game, by the way. gonna throw that out there. That's why I prefer to just try and be as tanky as possible, because I just cannot do dodging in this game. I find it annoying in the sense of it's less about getting out of the, it's less about actually dodging out of the way of the attack, and more about like you get like the 0.2 seconds of the iframes that you use to try and get through the attacks. I wish you could at least have a choice between like an evasive dodge or like just the standard like invincibility frames dodge, because I can see both being very beneficial. I mean, but that kind of scales from weapon to weapon. I think like repeater dodges are more for like the repeaters dodge, and I want to say the chain blades are a decent balance. But the repeater dodge is, I think, a bit more of an evasive than others. Really? Really? Wow, okay. So, let's see. Woof. I think I can actually see how the heavy attacks would be bad, because those take a long time. Just like, I guess just like any weapon. You probably shouldn't just spam heavy attacks with it, but of course people are gonna anyway. Dodge, damn it. Yeah, cut that shit out. I guess I should probably, just like any player of this game, go over the build that I like to use, because believe it or not, despite me playing this shit in the dumbest way possible, I do have a little bit of a build behind what I do. And most of you can probably already sort of tell what it is, at least somewhat seasoned Dauntless players. But going over my perks as well as the mods I run, you can see that I've got pretty much the most offensive build put together that I can, that allows me to play as aggressive and as risky as possible. With the parasitic cells giving you, you only take a portion of the damage. When you get hit, you take a portion of that immediately, and then the rest is dealt to you over 10 seconds. During that 10 seconds, you have lifesteal. So, essentially, you get hit for 100, you'll take 75. The other 25 will be applied to you over 10 seconds. While that 25 extra damage is being applied, every hit will heal you for a very small percentage. You can heal like 3 to 5 health a hit, say for example, and obviously you can heal a lot more. You can heal and end up recovering more health than what you lose. And okay. And yeah, that's obviously with the Ardent Cyclone, where you're constantly hitting, where you're doing constant damage, you're gonna be constantly healing. Like, you can see up in the top left there where my buffs are, that little exclamation point, that's my parasitic damage. And you can see that I'm healing. Not anymore, but you can see that, well, you can see I'm at max health from healing. And obviously, yeah, if I can take damage, or you can just run away. Just every behemoth needs to be able to just run away from you for some reason. Here we go. You can see that my health is going up as well as down, but you can see like clearly there I just recovered like close to 400 health. You can see that you can heal a shit ton more than you can heal for a lot more than the damage you take. And if you pair that with the Mending Blade Core and the Ardent Cyclone giving you constant damage, constant Valor regeneration, and constantly using combos, you can basically just be damn near unkillable. My favorite setup was I ran this with the Pangar armor, and that gives you the Pangar chestplate, I believe it is, naturally, is what has the Fortress perk, where after going like 15 seconds without taking damage, you gain like a, I think it's a shield of like 50. So I run the Skarn's Defiance, I think is what it is. It's the Skarn Lantern, where you can just tap and gain 250 to your shield. Plus, the Pangar's armor had a bunch of defensive cells. Hold on, let me just not a flare, supply crate. I'm not going to be needing this, but I think I'm using a damn supply crate game. I think I can find it actually. Well, this was it, then I replaced it with these Scrave Wing. But the hell is it? Pangar. Yeah. Yeah, +1 fortress. Plus they all have defensive cells, which I would put in I have parasitic on this, which is kinda dumb actually. But instead of parasitic, I would run more fortress. And grants shield for after, grants small shield after avoiding damage for a short time, and that would just give me an extra, like, in total with the full Pangar armor and like all defensive cells, you would have an extra, like, I think it was 450 shield or something like that, plus the extra 250 at will. On top of your health, on top of being able to like constantly regenerate, and it was just so much fun. Which obviously I still have that healing, I just don't have that same defense. But in a way, that's fine. I wanted the extra armor and better elemental resistance, which obviously I traded out for worse mod slots, because agility slots are probably my least favorite in the game. There we go. Okay, this place is getting stale. On to my next area. Fuck out of here. Little poof. Okay. Hold on. I should make sure my mic is still working. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we're still good, because this mic, since I can't mute it, I have to unplug it when I'm gonna like sneeze or something, and that leads to an annoying feature where sometimes when I plug it back in, it doesn't register that it's plugged back in, it doesn't register it as an input, and then even though I can hear through my headset perfectly fine, the mic doesn't actually work, and then that leads to like 30 or 40 minutes of me talking, and not basically ever realizing that I'm muted. Fat body build? Wow. I can't do this again. Hey, did I hunt pass reward tier up? I'm sure I did. I'm here, so I might as well just use you for it. Hunt pass. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes. Yes! Oh, hell yeah. And that's a cool looking helmet. That looks kind of cooler than the Void Mask one, actually. Yes, sir. This is... This is cool. So, I don't understand how any of, like... Hold on, I want to change my flare. I have this. I'll use this then. The Polaris, there. So, neat, okay. But for, like, Slayer's Path, and then I only discovered this today, how you hit R1 and then it goes to, like, a different timeline or some shit. Like, are these event things? Will these be here forever? I don't think they will, because like the Primal and Elder Behemoth stuff is new. I only started playing Dauntless again, like, 2 days ago. It's been, like, probably about a month since I've been on it, and, yeah. So we have, like, fragments of the future, and there's, like, this faction. And I don't really understand how any of this works. I bought into it. I have the drone, but I just kind of don't know what else to do with it, really. I also like to run when I'm not yawning. I also like to run the Bladestorm because, you know, it just gives some extra part damage no matter what, no matter where you're hitting. I'm just gonna fast track the damn. Can I?
Good hunting. Greetings.
Complete. There.
May your skies be...
Finally. I've been working on getting it, well, not working on it. I've just wanted this for a while, but it really annoyed me because I didn't actually realize that there were 2 parts to it. That looks terrible. Not because of the dye itself, obviously, but just the way it blends across. First of all, it's armor sets that don't match. Second of all, it's a randomly transmogged single piece of my clothes. It's all really quite terrible, actually. Let me select default, and that's so much worse. At least on, like, this, it should look. No. I still want, like, the gold, but then that's not. How does Plume look for, like, the? Ew, no. Okay, that's not bad. But my banner now. Polaris. No, I'm gonna keep the Polaris. So, okay, so that's that. No, I don't want to color the damn sigil. Well, that looks decent. Okay, here we go. I have more bounty tokens now. That's not where you go. Quest and progression. Bounties and challenges. pick this up because it will work for any weapon. I'll pick this up because it's the same amount. And you know, I've noticed a trend of how Dauntless will give you challenges for literally everything but what you have equipped. Or I can go fuck myself because I'm immediately proven wrong. Also, I've had this, the Shock Rock quest for so long just because it's been so damn long since I've killed a lesser, lesser Drask. They look so dumb. Ulrich's Peak. So what was I talking about? I believe I was talking about Cold Runner Key. Yeah, no, I'm not going there. I kind of wish that they would let you go to a stronger area, like areas that are too hard for you, just so that you can go there and get your ass kicked by everything. Just so that, because I find it kind of funny when games are like, you shouldn't do this, but you can, and then you do it, and then you just can't do anything. But I'm kind of confident that I can, just because it's kind of easy to break this game. And once you get some decent synergy between your gear, everything just kind of breaks. So, also I spent an unnecessary amount of time deciding, but I had some platinum left over from buying the pass. So I bought a new hunt intro, which obviously you can see here. But I spent an unnecessary amount of time choosing between this intro or the one where you just kind of crouch up with a log. And yeah, I spent like probably 30 minutes trying to decide. That's a Shrike, but that's an event. Is there any other Slayer? There's a ton of Slayers over there, actually. I'll join them for that. Plus, after anything dies here, this will become an easy place for me, or normal, I think. Okay. Just kind of show up here, get my punchies, and it's dead. Which means it's not going to count for my ability refreshes. It is. Well, is that it? Is the event over? Ah, here we go. This is too difficult for me. Kill enough of these dudes, I can get some levels. Come here, little puffy. If I just focus on killing the little dudes, I can get a level here, definitely. But there's a limited amount of little dudes. Plus, someone is just eviscerating the damn Shrikes, so might as well just go through with. Oh, he looks so beat up. Like, so much more wounded and injured than normal. It's kind of sad, actually. They're both dead? Apparently God himself is one of the 17 Slayers here. I mean, there is Demon God King. Okay. I'm trying to see who's... I'm gonna guess this guy. No, because he just mag dumped a squishy. What the hell? Monkey. I wonder if I can interrupt with this. I love how the entire ability is just what's the term? Obsolete, just because AI in this game will not like stay close enough to fight you almost ever. Everything has some attack where it will run away from you. And don't even get me started on the way they designed the Ember mains. The hell? I'm gonna assume I'm the one doing like the 400s. I'm definitely not doing 600, and I'm definitely not doing like the 1100. I thought one of them just died. Now one of them's dead. I knocked him down with the I forget what that attack is called. The blade cast or whatever the hell. He immediately gets knocked down. I think that's the dude with the fists that immediately put him down then. Almost actually makes you feel kind of bad. That's like 5 of them that were killed in less than like 2 minutes. Literally beaten into a pulp by an excessive amount of dudes with blades taped onto sticks and just fists and hammers. It's like the most primal ass weapons. It's just you have like cinder blocks and with bits of steel on your hands. And a hammer that weighs like 300 pounds. Literally bigger than the person carrying it. That also has an internal shotgun. Well, I'm basically done here. But, I can get one more level. Let's see. Something over here. He's level 6. Well, the fists can knock him down. Oh, that probably was this dude. Another Ardent Cyclone. Allow me to join you. I wish they would make it to where if multiple people were using an Ardent Cyclone together, they would just kind of absorb each other and become a tornado. You just become a single being. And every person doing it extends the duration and the damage. I mean, to be fair, the Ardent Cyclone is probably more of a meme thing to use. I mean, the only reason it's viable for me is just because it gives me, like, constant healing. But, like, the only good thing it does for you by default is just it makes you immune to getting knocked down. Which is great, but... I mean, the constant 50 damage isn't really all that much. I mean, it's really fun to use for your first couple times, but it's, in all fairness, not that great on its own. Fly at me. Oh, okay. Fly at me. Okay, that didn't phase you. I hate trying to evade that attack. What the hell? I might actually use the solo session thing, because admittedly I can never get a group of players in situations where I need them. Like trying to farm things in Twilight Sanctuary, there's like 2 dudes and they're all somehow like level 11s. They're like newborn, they're like just infants with like wooden swords that are somehow there. The kinds of players that like are that weak, a single hit fully puts the behemoth into it puts its danger meter all the way up. Which is no shit towards the players necessarily, but it's more the way Dauntless handles a balancing of like just to keep you in your level gap area. Because as soon as you're like, I think 14, you can go to the Twilight Sanctuary, or 15, and that may, even though you might occasionally be able to get a behemoth kill there, it makes it way too difficult on all the other players that are already there. Because, with the way Dauntless works, if you're too weak, every hit you do, all of your attacks will drive its danger meter up by so much. And, like, you can get something enraged, like, immediately. And then that leaves the other players only a single minute to kill it. And yeah, sometimes it'll like stay for an extra 10 or so seconds. But being honest, if you can't even do a quarter of its health before it's already fully enraged, you're not going to be able to kill it. And then it just becomes way too difficult for even players that are appropriately leveled and geared. It just becomes really difficult for them still. And they're going to have to waste a bunch of their abilities and their supplies, their grenades, their flasks. And then they'll have to restock. And that just wastes that. So... And I mean, I learned that myself because I too thought it would be a good idea to just go to the highest level gap area that you can possibly go to and just kind of join in. But you don't even have to hit them. Just you being there drives their progression up so quickly. Because you being there... I mean, yeah, it won't increase that much still, but you being there still adds to the difficulty scaling. And it also adds to the fact that it'll go up every time a player gets downed. And with the higher the difficulty scaling is, the more it'll go up when a player goes down. So you just being there makes it more difficult. Which is... I think that's a kind of scummy way to deal with, like, level gaps. In that it's like, oh, okay, if one player is too weak to be there, let's just make it impossible for everyone. And not enjoyable. But that's not... I don't think that's the best way to go about it. But with the way Dauntless is, and how... I don't really... With the way it's, like, all kind of open world, and... I don't really see another way how they could have done it. Maybe they could do it to where, like, the player being there, if they're too weak to be any sort of a threat to the behemoth, it should definitely still get scaled, but not by, like, as you can see just under its tag there, how it's scaled up by 2 players, which is me and this dude. And, yeah, that naturally makes it a bit more challenging. It becomes more aggressive, and it just is stronger in general. But because of that, every player that's here makes it stronger, its threat meter will go up quicker, all of that. So I think they should make it to where if a player is too weak if a player is under-leveled for that area, them being within the vicinity of a fight should definitely still scale it, but not by a full amount. It should probably only count for like half the scaling value of a single player, because they're not going to be able to really fight, so it shouldn't be added the same way. But similar to the way that if you come in when a behemoth is basically dead, and you do nothing, even if you hit it a good amount, like, if it's already dead, you're not... I don't even think you get XP out of that. I think you get, like, half the XP from its kill and, like, no loot from it. They should do that to where if something dies, a player that's too weak to be there just should not get anything. No XP and none of the behemoth's resources. That way it would be an incentive for them to just, like, get properly leveled. Plus, I mean, I know that, like, your first time going through, because I was definitely like this, you want to get to you want to get to a higher area and fight cooler behemoths, and, God, I'm shit-talking low-level players as I'm getting my ass kicked by this thing. But, like, you want to fight cooler behemoths, and you want to make dope-ass armor, because, being honest, I absolutely loved the, I think it's the Shroud's armor. Just his helmet alone, it looked so cool. I saw that on players, and I was like, yo, where do you get that from? And eventually, when I unlocked the Twilight Sanctuary, I was like, oh, yeah, so it comes from the Shroud, and it's like, damn, where can I find that? And I couldn't find it anywhere on the, navigation, on the hunt map. And then it was like, oh, yeah, so it's in the last area. And it's like, oh, okay, well, damn. I guess we won't do that. And even now I don't actually own a single piece of Shroud gear. Because, well, every time I've hit, the first time I hit 20 I reforged my sword immediately. And then, obviously, yeah, I couldn't go back. And I probably shouldn't have reforged this immediately either. I kind of should have taken the moment to see... I should have taken 2 or 3 hunts just to see what it's like at full power with a good build, the maximum sword level, and power surged. But it's too late for that now. I'm going to try and stick to mostly ice areas because, well, yeah. I don't think... I don't know. You see, just me coming here brought it up by 19% because I'm too low level for this. Damn. And it's already up to 20. I know that I'm doing like the exact thing I'm complaining about as I'm complaining about that I'm doing that exact thing. I know I'm a massive hypocrite, but and you just can't evade. Is the Pangar literally just a frozen Hellion? It is, wow. Use the damn ability. Okay. What is L1 and R1 then? Damn, I'm just extremely stupid. I wish I'd make you unstaggerable for this. Because, like, a single stagger makes this real, just basically contradicts the whole thing. Hit the damn Pangar. Max it out. There we go. Okay. That gives a nice chunk of XP. Or not. Okay. I want to see my flare. Oh, it changes like the look of the flare. That's cool. Whoa! Oh, that's so cool. I'm one of the cool players. I have a cool sword and a cool flare. What the hell is that? Is that a Skarn? Defrost Skarn? Yep. Why? Always when I'm trying to finish the attack. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. And what the hell is a Phoenix Opal? I've never seen what you use those for. I'm definitely going to start grinding the hell out of escalations again. Probably going to work on the frost ones next, so that I can get a complementing set of armor to go with this sword. Or I might continue to do blaze escalation. No, because the stronger your weapon, the more of a weakness you suffer. And this will be like a massive weakness. So I want to... Does the added bonus apply directly to your weapon? So, like, is it... It says plus 96 against frost, so does that literally add just 96 damage to 120 damage on my sword? Plus, like, the 20 on, my level? So I want to see if, like, power surging armor is worth it. I think power surging stuff is just a way you can make wait, so these literally do even the same elemental damage. Wait, so a power surge is just a way to make a lesser weapon on par with like a tier 5 weapon? Or tier 6 rather? Is that's how that works? So that means that the only benefit to making the tier 6 stuff is the abilities, and that's it. There's barely even a point to power surging them. Wow. I feel really stupid, actually. The frost escalator. The terror one. The first layers. That's like with that Catwoman right? Zayla, I think her name is. I believe those are the Fire Slayers. Also, can I have my damn weapon out? Let's get into combat. Or if I can make it over there. I wonder if it's damaged enough to... Oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna get anything out of this. No, it's... Let's take this. Level 7. With 0 reforges down. I know I'm the lowest level, but... See how comical this will be. Oh wow, mostly badass actually.
Something tells me you won't have to look far for your quarry. Good luck down there, Captain. We've got to extract a charged aether from the lodestone before those behemoths.
Jesus.
Don't let old Larkin down.
Was that an axe? Nope. Talk about getting steamrolled, god damn. Poor damn Shrike. There we go. I should put on a bunch of gear mods that increase my speed. So that if I have agility cells, I should at least just move hella quickly. We've got a Pangar in it. Okay. I should have at least waited till it was stunned. I can't roll. Wonder which of these two will die first. Probably the Pangar. Yeah. Why are axe players so god tier? What the hell? People with axes usually don't talk that much, and well, they usually just kind of keep to themselves, and they're hella strong. People with chain blades are usually really toxic. I actually saw some funny clips of that last night. There was one dude in my escalation game who someone got downed. And he just went off on them in the chat. Just like, yeah, no, can you guys do something, please? I'm just here for a carry. And one of them said, like, who, me? And he was like, just the noobs here. and it was kind of funny actually. It was like we spent probably like 10 minutes after one of these hunts just using chat, and I was like, dude, this isn't even a serious escalation, and you know, you've got to start somewhere, you'll need some practice. And he's like, yeah, you do, that's why we have the hunting ground. And I was like, no, we have the hunting ground so you can get to a decent level before going into escalation. And yeah, I guess they're for practice, but how the hell do people mount regular behemoths, though? It's something I've been wanting to know. I've done that a couple times. I don't think it comes from an Aether vent, though. But, alright, rip. And, yeah.
Reached the end of the chain, Cap. Looks like this is as bad as it's gonna get.
Really. And then you jump when I get here?
That's a victory, Skipper. Nothing else turning up on the scanners. Let's get that charged Aether and get out.
I might actually start working on shock escalation, because shock is probably, well, shock and Terra are my least played elements, rather. Yeah, shock and Terra, and like by far too, actually. Come to think of it, I've rarely touched anything other than, not even ice in general, just like my Pangar Skull sword, and occasionally either like repeaters or, I mean, yeah, I have like Hellion, of the Hellion's Pike and the Riftstalker's Axe. You just pick all these up. Okay. What's the minimum? Whatever. Okay. Shit, I meant to change my cells. I think I can do that in this. Right. There you go. Wow, we have a bunch of diverse weapons too. I don't know if running these two mods together is good. Okay. Poor thing. Fire and ice. Wow. Wow, that's all you have to do to interrupt that. You can just hold the way it dies is kind of sad to me.
Nothing else turning up on the scanners. Let's get that charged taser and get out.
But, so all you have to do to interrupt that is just start charging your axe attack. Wow. That's cool. I would like to actually see. Uh, hmm. Uh. Oh, wait a minute. I should go to. Oh, it's once and then 3 times. That's so stupid. Wait, so I can't actually get any more benefits? Wow, that's dumb. As opposed to the sword, what's the next closest thing? Probably my, axe. Yeah. And even that isn't really the most viable, kind of. See how I can make my armor look with the new dyes. Yeah, I know it's not all, stalkers. It annoys me more than it annoys you, actually. Okay, that's actually kind of cool looking. I might just go all plume. Is that plume or plum? Yeah. There. So if I transmog the helmet into like this? No. No, all stalker. All stalker. I'm gonna power surging my axe.
Keeping busy?
I don't even think I can. No, not you. Not you. No. Can I power surge this? Do I need more stalker? No. What's the best axe, I wonder? Alright, I'm just gonna go craft a Aether Spark or Aether Heart. Since I have the perfect amount for this actually. I'm gonna power surge my axe.
My favorite slayer.
Damn right I'm your favorite slayer. Uh-huh. And now this should be retarded strong. Oh yeah. That's definitely Aether Vent. I don't know what Aether Vents are, because they call everything in this damn game an Aether Vent. So would the Aether Vents be the things created by like hammers and I think pikes as well eventually? Like the little buff vents? Would Aether Vents be the jumpy things around the maps? Would Aether Vents be the things you use to mount the bosses in escalations? I take it back, utility is probably my least favorite cell. Sorta. I missed out a bunch of energized actually. Did my game crash? No. I only have one? No. Technique. Barbed. Alright. I'm gonna solo hunt in Brightwood. Alright. I'm gonna hope I don't get decimated because I'm alone. But again, I forgot to do what I've been meaning to do with the power surging weapon. I keep forgetting to look into if it scales the difficulty of places. Here we go. That's a primal. This might be quite difficult. Okay. And then I just don't have stamina. It'd be really cool if this shit would stop knocking me away from catching my axe and then not just fucking sit on it, bro. It's so annoying. And then I hate that they rotate like that. And then their things explode. This is why quill shots are my least favorite thing in this game. They're just so obnoxious. Everything about them is designed to just be a pain in the ass, but not actually challenging. And then it digs away from you and comes up and fires like... just out, yeah. Did that catch it? I haven't even done any damage to it. Here we go. I'm doing something to him now. Can you sit down? What kind of suppressor is this? Wound damage? I'm not gonna actually mess with that. Or it can destroy it. Really? I also don't like that everything has to have a series of attacks where it just keeps jumping and jumping and jumping and slamming itself into the ground. Also, my little shadow orbs go away when I'm charging up my attacks, which I find annoying. They still look cool, though. I wish you could have them as, like, aesthetic. Have at the catch it. I don't know if he's doing that. I can't roll, I can't run, I can't jump. Do that. Die! Ugly. Really? He moves back off of it. Throw it. Oh, wait. Okay. Well, I have a feeling I can kill it. Oh, there it is. I mean, I definitely can kill it, but it's taking all of my supplies to, yeah. And it gives, like, no XP. Wow. And I don't even get to hair slash. Thank you, a chrono stone that makes all of that worth it. Right. I'm just gonna hop into a public hunt here, actually. Right wood. No, because if I'm going into public, I might as well go to a little bit of a more difficult place, like Cold Runner. I canceled my damn airship like 45 times, game. Uh, Cold Runner. Okay, go now. I want to try and get decent with the axe as well, because it damn well shows when you have a good axe player in your game. It doesn't. I'm not very good with the sword. I understand how to use it, but that's about it. I'm not very skilled with it. But that said, there's not a whole lot. There's not a lot to being skilled with the sword, since it's probably the most basic kind of weapon in this game. You do basic core combos, build up a meter, and then use enhanced combos to build up your weapon's special meter, and then, yeah. Hello. Whose player's that? Hate that attack. And the player left. Oh, there's a dude with guns. I trust this guy knows what he's doing. We'll see. Aha! Yeah. I want to eat your pancreas. Such a weird name. I don't know why I keep thinking of that. Uh oh. Slice his tail. Get away from that. Hey, over here, on me. Or not. Not with that retarded attack. And because it's taken him out of the combat area, he's gonna run back in there and heal. Also, so like, are the light attacks technically the heavy attacks with an axe? Also, from what I can tell, the Grim Onslaught, like the axe throw, is one of the best things you have for interrupting behemoths. And it's gonna heal. Hit the damn thing, come on. I feel like, even though you don't see a lot of people using that combo where you keep slamming the axe, I feel like that's going to be really helpful for mine, just because, like, the little orbs that increase your damage. That was cool, I caught it and dodged. And there's 4 of us. Think about that, jackass. Yeah, you flip. Stop. Okay, the axe does some meaty damage when you can actually, like, not constantly under attack. Damn. And there's 5 of us. 6? I love how we're all waiting on someone to lead us. This way, I guess. And everyone else is just kind of... Wow. It's a battle. Something over this way. Oh, hi. Kill the little puppies. I really want to know how people mount these regular behemoths. Really? Just did 5,000 damage to one of his little puppies. I hate how long it takes to travel. I know it's to give you time to get there to catch it, but oftentimes you get there and then you have to wait on it. No! There we go. Can these little shits move? Right. Okay. I'm just gonna blow up apparently. So why is this shit so resilient? Can it stop fucking throwing things at me? Again, I hate that I'm the one that gets prioritized. I'm like the farthest away from everything. Let's do this. Also, it only throws shit at me when I'm like looking down, doing something. Not looking down, but rather looking away. So why does the axe take so long to return once it bounces off the environment? I thought he's gonna dash. Why does it just stop to dance? I mean, I know it's like spitting ice into the air, but... How the hell did it get up to 99%? It was on like 80 something, wasn't it? We're not even gonna be able to kill this. Well, we need one decent opening to attack it. Come on. Yes. Let's do this. Although now I'm way too weak, but whatever. I'll friend this dude, but I'm not gonna hop in a party since I'm only gonna do a hunt or two here. And then, I'm gonna back out and probably close down my stream. Oh. Ooh. Yeah, you can see like it's escalation meter, not escalation meter, but it's threat level. I fuck. I should stop swinging. I just hate how you have to time your dodges. Whoa, I rolled into that. No, I can't get up at all when I have my ability. Okay, that's cool. I might actually be the saltiest Dauntless player. I just don't like that the way they add variations to the existing behemoths. Like the Rage Tail Gnasher, the upgrade is instead of doing that little snarly thing it does there where it just kind of rolls along the ground, instead of doing that like once or sometimes twice when it's enraged, it does it like 8 times in a row and ridiculously fast. Instead of it doing that tail slam thing once or twice, it will do it like 15 times in a row, and also it'll cause the ground to constantly blow up and do AoE damage and piercing damage. It's just kind of retarded, in my opinion. How is it 91? Well, I mean, this is a good example of like how I was talking about with under level and stuff. Oh, you jackass. He's powering up again. I just can't use my Ardent Cyclone. Charge. No, it is. Come on, get knocked down by something, please. Or do 5,000 damage with that. He's gone. Of course it is. I really hate that Dauntless is the kind of game that will make you waste all of your time, all of my fucking revives, and all of my heals, pretty much. Well, it's just this, and you get literally nothing out of it. Well, this has been a bigger waste of my time than it's been of yours, actually. And, with that salty ass conclusion, I'll end my stream here now. And I'll try and level up my stuff some more. And, yeah. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.